I'm Eric. I'm a retired journalist, flight attendant, electronic technician. When you drive up to my house, you see things that are sort of a chaotic condition. A porch is filled with stuff that doesn't need to be filled with. It's covered up with a tarp, which is unsightly. It just means I'm hiding something that I don't want you to see. When you walk through the front door, you're hit with unopened boxes of things I bought that I haven't even opened yet. You're just seeing things that are just misplaced. It's just a very helter-skelter, higgly-piggly look to everything. It's just all junked up. I was starting to suffer from insomnia, so I couldn't sleep. And I couldn't really read because I would sort of fall into some semi-zombie state. Once I lay down, my body wouldn't sleep, so I would spend 5 to 6 hours a day online shopping, looking for things to buy. It just became a habit of mine to see what was out there. Sylvie was my wife for 30 years. She did have a little different upbringing. She was European. She came from Hungary. In fact, she was a World War II refugee because her country had to flee Hungary when the Russians came, the Soviets came in. She was the love of my life.
I'm Rita. Sylvie's my best friend for 48 years. She had a very rare form of cancer, a tumor on her spine, and she had 5 subsequent surgeries.
Eventually, the surgeries caused her to lose the ability to walk. You can only remove tumors from a spinal cord so much, and eventually the damage begins to reveal itself.
Sylvie and I were very close. We spoke just about every day on the telephone, and she was very concerned. Once she was not able to walk, she wasn't able to keep the hoarding from getting worse and worse. She was confined to one room in a hospital bed. Eric was then able to bring in more things because she wouldn't see what was going on.
I felt a great deal of anger towards myself and shame that I had allowed myself to fall into this kind of condition of hoarding. And especially in regards to Sylvie, that it caused her anxiety. I just felt terrible that she would have to experience that. I stressed her out over things that didn't need to be.
Sylvie's death was very hard. We'd been friends for 48 years, so it was very difficult. We had time to get used to the fact that she wasn't going to make it, especially when the cancer metastasized to her lungs. It was hard.
Hey, beautiful.
It was hard on her friends. It was hard on Eric.
Monsieur.
But in Eric's defense, he was wonderful. He took care of her, and he really loved Sylvie.
If he doesn't get this cleaned up, I'm worried about his mental health, getting a grasp on the situation. I'm worried about his physical health, because I know there is a lot of filth in the house.
I feel like I'm drowning, like I can't breathe, because it's taking away my oxygen. It takes away from my quality of life. I just feel like I'm chained. I'm enslaved to this.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger, professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. Good to see you. There are 18 of us here today. for a very good reason. This is about honoring Sylvie
Yes, yes.
and reclaiming your life, what you want. And that all starts with the stuff.
The stuff.
And then goes through the doctor, because we've got to not just declutter the house, but maybe what's in your head a little bit.
Oh, that's difficult stuff to hoard. That's been collecting for some time.
What's unusual about this hoard is that there are no mice scrambling. There are no roaches running everywhere. The house isn't deteriorating. But what is happening is Eric's heart is breaking, and it's breaking into little pieces in every single room of this house. All right, let's set our timers and see how quickly we can deal with that living room. Let's go.
See that couch back there? That's a $1,000 couch. I just bought that. What is that doing in there?
I have no idea. Family members, do you know?
Y'all got to be able to have a little better hold on all
Family,
this.
yes.
You got to ask me. You can't throw a brand new piece of furniture.
Like getting rid
I
of
mean,
it.
now you got to have me looking through trash. This is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to trust people to come here and let me know what's going on. And now you decided, oh, let's throw my good stuff in.
I pointed out to get rid of some furniture, and it got thrown away, and it caused a big ruckus.
The thing is, I don't know what else is going to get thrown in here because people are assuming things they shouldn't assume.
All right, well, we won't let that happen again. I apologize.
Hang on, Eric. Hang on 1 second.
I didn't know it was going in the actual trash. I just thought it was going somewhere else, and we were going to deal with it in an auction or get rid of it or something like that.
I trusted y'all two to be a professional enough to know what's going on out here. And I come in looking at a dumpster. Now I got to go dumpster diving because y'all weren't doing your stuff. You got me distracted with all, I mean, I realize it's a big job, but that is unacceptable.
At this point, I'm hoping that he sees that this was a mistake, that this wasn't anything that myself or Dorothy did, and we will get the family to rally, revisit the rules, and make sure that nothing moving forward goes on the dumpster without his say.
Family members, we need to make it clear that nothing gets thrown away. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
And yes, we will have a dumpster monitor if we need one.
Absolutely.
You know?
I'm hoping that tonight he gets a good night's sleep and gets some rest and recognizes that this was simply a mistake that we did rectify. However, if he doesn't get to that place, I'm really worried about what this will mean for moving forward tomorrow.
I get up in the morning, I meditate on what kind of a day we're going to have. I'm in a good mood. I drive here, I walk up the driveway, and I'm ready to start the day. And pow!
If I was you, I would resign from my position right now, Dorothy. Okay. I mean, for you, this works. It doesn't work for me. There's no reason for me to come here and have my life just upended like this and expect me to be just all happy and excited that my life is going to magically change. It's not going to magically change. I sat in that house yesterday, emptied, and I said, this is just a shell.
That's
It's a
the part
shell.
I was worried about, yes.
That's a shell of who I was. I wanted to get a good meal. I couldn't find anything in my house to use to make a meal. You have to realize when you're walking down, how is this going to affect the person that you're here to help? You weren't helping me last night. This goes for you too. You say you're here to help me, but I don't get it. I don't feel it. Okay. I don't sense it. And I just assume just get your all out of here and leave it here. I'll have a garage sale or something.
I spoke to him 3 times last night. I offered to come and move the tarps last night. I offered to bring him food.
I think this is probably just one of his defenses coming up to push us all away. I know he's emotionally fragile. I've talked about that from the beginning. He's validating that. Well, I'm gonna go see if I can talk to him.
I'd like to talk to him too, but I also need to explain a couple of things to him.
I'm happy to go together.
Okay.
But I'm not convinced at this part that he has the mental capacity and the emotional capacity to do this. And yesterday when he said, I just want you to organize all the stuff and bring it back in, that may be what we need to do. Because I'm not willing to risk him having any kind of breakdown. And the way he is right now, he's in that place.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can talk to him.
Okay.
Eric, I don't know if you remember some of the conversations we had, but I talked about this very thing, that this is what I was most worried about, was that the stuff was covering up all that pain. I'm sorry for your pain, and I'm sorry that we are the catalyst for your pain, but I also know that this is what has to happen for you to heal. And that stuff has been blocking it. And I know you think about Sylvie, and I can't even imagine since her passing how many times you have silently cried or cried out loud in your house by yourself. But that stuff will never cover up your pain, ever.
I sat in here and I realized this is an empty place. I could hear my voice echoing around, and I said, there's no one here but me. It was a very lonely feeling. And, you know, how fragile I am, but the thing is, all I ever could think about is that this place without Sylvie is just a house. It's not a home. It didn't feel like a home to me anymore, especially with all my stuff gone. I think my stuff, when I was sitting here, I was like, my stuff made me feel was my replacement for Sylvie. And you just you just can't buy anything to replace her. I don't know how to go on from here. I just don't. And once you empty this house, it'll just be one big echo chamber of my memories of her, and I just miss her so much. I sit here and say, where's my Sylvie every night? Where's my Sylvie? And she's not here. She's not here.
This conversation was probably the most powerful conversation he has had since Sylvie passed. I'm hoping that this will be the first step of his grieving process and build his confidence that even though it's going to be painful, he can do it.
I think this is all Sylvie's clothing.
Yeah, that's all Sylvie's.
Do you want to review any of it? Do you want the gals to review it? Do you not want to see it?
I'm seeing it now.
Eric, this is a time that you have to tell us if it's too much, because I know we're pushing you, but if it's too much, then that's not the goal, is to push you.
When Dr. Zazio steps in and says, this is a time to really consider your well-being, all bets are off. You need to do what's best for you.
To even talking about memories, I mean, I remember all these clothes and how she looked in them, and what a beautiful woman she was. Well, to tell you the truth, if I was to ask Sylvie what should I do with this, she would probably tell me just get rid of it, Eric. You don't need it.
You don't have to make a decision in this moment. We can walk away. You've let these clothes go, which is super amazing. But if you need a little bit of time to digest it, then I think that's super reasonable.
I'm on board with whatever you say.
It's hard to utter. It's hard to utter the words, to tell you the truth. I never really thought it would be. But we have to say goodbye sometime, huh?
Dorothy, can I ask a question? Yep. There are lots of women out there who don't have a lot of money that need suits for job interviews, things like that. If they're in good condition, can we donate them?
Absolutely.
She'd appreciate that. I would too. So, take it away.
Trash here, all this is trash here.
Here we go. Ah,
It's a nice, cool house.
it's a cool house.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Mom and Dad.
wow.
Yeah, Mom and Dad.
Look at that.
That's Sylvie's ashes.
Oh,
there.
my goodness.
Is
That's
that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I was waiting for a place, and you, as the
nice
organizer
place.
you are, you found the place to put them.
that's beautiful.
This is under her mother's painting. That's
Yeah.
a perfect spot.
The house looks so good. Just walking into the foyer and seeing how it didn't have a lot of things in it. It was all organized, and seeing all the beautiful things that Sylvie had and loved. She loved blue delft too, the blue delft. And,
Yeah, this
she's
is
really
her
nice.
favorite collection of pottery right here.
Just going through the house, my mouth just dropped open. It was so beautiful.
Oh wow. My goodness.
Gosh. Oh,
Nice.
all your musical.
His music studio.
Look at this. You can have your desk over there with your computer.
Or writing station, as I like to think of it. The whole point here is to be surrounded by Sylvie. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And then for you to try to, inside of that love, find your way through your own passions of music and writing and books.
I'm just flabbergasted by what this room looks
So
like
nice.
compared to just a week ago at this time. It didn't look like this, and its remake is remarkable. Again, Sylvie would just say, "You dumbbell, why did it take you so long to do this?" Yeah. She'd be smacking me upside the head.
Here we are, full of success, but wait a minute. I am really concerned that Eric kept a lot of things. Got rid of 6 tons worth of stuff, thank you very much. But you also have the equivalent of 3,000 boxes still in the house. They're in the attic, they're in the sunroom, they're in the garage. He still has financial bills, paperwork, taxes that need to be filed. His family's going to help him. They all know where it's at, but it does need to get done. Even if we have another organizer come back to work with him, I think that person also needs to be clued in because we need to take care of any financial obligations that he has.
I would just like to say, Sylvie, I love you, and I hope this brings a smile to your face. I'm sure it does. And I just miss you, and I'm glad we had this chance to give your home back and people could remember you in a better way, in a fond way.